Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today, well, we've got the new update on the world already. You know, I did some work off camera. I actually did a surprising amount of work. Well, so the funny thing is, so the mod updated literally yesterday, and I've already got a review up, so if you want to see what's in the mod update, go check the review out. Lots of great stuff. I'll go over some of it in this episode. One of it is, they've told us that dinosaurs should no longer get stuck in walls and suffocate to death. Hallelujah. So no more dead dinosaurs for arbitrary reasons. That's going to be just incredible, and I'm really, really happy about that. Yeah. But anyway, I was gonna say, it's kind of funny. So I'd uploaded a video, and then I was working on the Dinosaur World for about 2 hours after the episode ended, and then the update hit. And since then I've worked probably another 3 hours on the world. For like 5 hours of work, I haven't really done very much, I don't think, but we're gonna go over some of the work and then some of the other stuff we're gonna do in this episode. So, if we come out here, I've done three-ish things over in this area. Number one, I extended the pathway out and kind of started working on the terrain in this little area. Flattened this off and brought it up into there. Had to stop because I ran out of dirt in my inventory. We brought the path here, and as you can see, we're kind of filling in the terrain here. Now you'll notice we've got 3 little wooden posts here, and I think this is going to be for the Gastornis. Well, no, I don't think. I know this is going to be for the Gastornis. And you might be like, wow, that's not very much. I'm going to, I think, add one more, which will be these 2 windows here, and then 1 window here, and that's all. And this was somewhat suggested for another exhibit, but like putting some sort of exhibit in and then only giving 1 viewing area, and I really liked that idea. And I think with the terror birds, especially the Gastornis, I think that'd be kind of cool. Especially, well, for 2 reasons actually, is why I want to do this. 1, y'all know me by now, and that I love having animals kind of be hidden. And 2, it kind of separates the exhibit out more if you aren't really able to see it. Why don't I have food on me? Where did I put it? Oh, I put it all away when I I probably put it away when I put the wood away. Yeah, I did a lot of tree clearing. Again, not over here, somewhere else. Anyway, basically I've realized this exhibit probably isn't going to be super big. It's probably just going to be along this hill and maybe a bit to like over here. But if we restrict the amount of area, you kind of have to look into it. The exhibits look bigger. It also looks farther away from, say, over here with the Platybelodons, which is something I kind of want to do. I kind of want to put a bit more space in between exhibits, kind of filling out the park without, you know, making it look like everything's right next to each other, hopefully. Oh, also some cool news, and we're going to head over there right now. Oh, one last thing I want to show. We'll probably just teleport to the lab because I don't really want to have to walk there. I did a tiny bit of terraforming over here, and I actually got to work on the mountain. And some people will be like, oh my gosh, is this where most of the 5 hours went? No, this took actually like 30 minutes to finish, I think. It took, or probably even less than 30 minutes. It may have taken like 20 minutes to get all this done. It went really quickly. It was pretty much just making a few lines and then filling it in. But you guys don't remember, we were talking about a river and a waterfall last episode, and I've kind of got the river in place. It's going to be heading up here. And then I think we're gonna have it coming down from either there or here somewhere, but yeah, that'll be really cool. And yeah, so we're kind of getting this going, and I'm really happy with how this project's turning out. And now we're gonna teleport over to the storage room, because why wouldn't we? Mainly because I need food. Whoa, lag spike, because I'm loading in the entire world pretty much. Do we have much food beef? Oh, we have lots of steak left. Nom 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 nom. So before we get into what I really want to kind of, well, I want to say is the main focus. I'm gonna have a couple main focuses. One other thing I did is I kind of removed all the trees over here because I realized I want to actually use this area not for tree farms necessarily, but for other farms. Mainly because since bio-goo is now a thing and culture vets require other stuff, I realized we're gonna need a couple other farms. So 1, we're gonna need to make a slime farm somewhere. 2, we need a chicken farm. I also would like to make a wheat farm and a cow farm and a sheep farm and a pig farm. Basically, I want to make farms. And I think we're going to put them over here because there's no plans for dinosaurs over in this area. This little area back here kind of isn't going to have anything. A bit behind the tree line over where the brachiosaurs are. If you can look at my mini map, that's where dinosaurs are going to start appearing again. But aside from that, This whole area right here, nothing's going here, so I figure we're probably just gonna make this the, well, you know, just farm area, because we have all our other important buildings back here. And, well, I think we're gonna move the graveyard. We're gonna make an actual graveyard. I don't know where we're gonna put it yet, but we are gonna make one. Just because I feel like we should commemorate all the dinosaurs we've lost along the way, along our journey. But I did do a lot of work in between episodes. This is where most of the time went. I think it's in this chest. Nope. Is it in this chest? Nope. This chest? Nope. 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 No. 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 I really should just put it in like a default chest and not some random paper. Yes, there we go. I mined a little over 3 stacks of fossil ore, and I did a lot of book enchanting. So we got efficiency 4, paleontologist 1, 2, and 3. So we're just gonna take the 3 because that's that. Now I was gonna put it on one of my pickaxes I already have, but apparently I need, oh, I already have another diamond pick. Sweet, I didn't even make that one. So, well, I did probably a long time ago, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have to make a new pickaxe for this. So we're gonna put paleontology 3 on it first, just cause I wanna make sure I have that. And then efficiency 4. Is there efficiency 5? Yes, there is. You know what, we're gonna go check some of the books I have. So we'll go here and then we'll hit the zombie farm and see if I have any more efficiency or unbreaking books we can kinda throw onto this, although I'm kind of feeling like we won't be able to actually put them on. And then we'll just we'll test out paleontology on these fossil ores. So we'll probably make an archaeology pick as well. Thinking about it now, just to kind of balance things out, so we can get scarab gems if and when we need to. But also, okay, wait. So, we have an efficiency 3, but that won't really help us. We have another efficiency 3 book. But considering that has 2 different enchantments on it, that's gonna be really expensive to combine. So we'll put unbreaking and stuff on this later. And plus, I'm sure I have other books somewhere else in the world. Well, I know I have them in the zombie farm, and maybe we can do that on like a live stream or something. Speaking of which, after next episode, I think we'll do a quick live stream just to kind of work on a few things, kind of like a episode 49.5 kind of thing, and then we'll do the world download the following day probably. So I think the world download, if I have time, will be Monday, which is crazy to think. It really is. Oh, that was an idea. So I had an idea and I wanted to bring this up with you guys to hear what you thought. So this series doesn't have like an intro. I mean, obviously there's the intro I do every episode, which is like, you know, the weird voice thing I do. Anyway, I don't have like a video intro, because like in the past we've had like, what was it? We've had little shots of the dinosaurs, one shot of the dinosaurs. We had like a T-Rex roaring for one, like a bunch of stuff. We've done various different things. I think the one I'm thinking the best of, I think for season 5, is we did, I think at some point we had like kind of like a poet play style intro for the series. And basically I was wondering if, well, I didn't do one initially because obviously since we didn't have a park, I didn't really feel like, you know, just getting stock footage of like random dinosaurs or something. But now that we actually have like a zoo, I don't know, I kind of feel like if we could do like a poet play style intro to the series. I don't know what you guys think of that, but yeah, let me know. We don't have enough, so this is, I should really name it. Okay, so this is the Paleontology 3 pickaxe. Okay, let's just see how this goes. You know what? Let's put this let's just clear our inventory except for the pickaxe and just kind of see what we get. And wow, man, I missed paleontology. Oh, what? We got another scarab gem. Well, that's great. I don't know how many scarab gems I have currently. I know I had like 5 or something. Wow, this is such better drops than usual. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any plant fossils yet. Is that archaeology now? I don't know. I feel like that would be paleontology. But man, we've almost got a stack of biofossil already, so that's really good. And the amount of dinosaurs, that's a second scarab gem. Dang. Not too bad. 2 scarab gems in 1 episode. Pretty darn good, I'd say. And then we'll have to sleep when we get to the bottom of this pillar. I know this probably isn't the most thrilling of episode topics, but I don't know. It's been a while since we've done anything with like seriously analyzing stuff, because usually it's like the last few episodes when I actually did throw stuff in an analyzer, it's not like it really mattered. Because, oh man, we got a plesiosaur skull. That's really cool. But like I was gonna say, like the last couple times we've thrown stuff into the analyzer, it was less about, you know, oh boy, let's see what new things we get, and more like, okay, I just need like 1 more of this creature. We'll chuck in a few stacks of biofossil and just see what happens. But man, I have missed the enchantments so much. I have missed paleontology and archaeology, because my goodness, paleontology, it just saves you so much work. And especially with the more animals that get added, like you just kind of need paleontology to really give you the chance to get everything you need. And that's even more biofossil there. It's great. So we're gonna check all this in the analyzers, and then we'll probably just head to, well, we'll sleep real quick, and then I think we're gonna work a bit on the Gastornis exhibit, hopefully. Just kind of lay down a bit more of the dirt work, kind of like what we did for the Platybelodon building episode. And then next episode, we're gonna get the Gastornis in. What was it? Some people were asking for a tutorial on the trees I made for the Platybelodon exhibit, and I don't know if I'll do like a straight up tutorial for it. I will probably do like, what is it? What am I thinking? Kind of like if we do a live stream between episodes like 45 or 49 and 50, then I'll probably just show you guys how I built them there. But wow, that's so much stuff. Oh, we actually have a bit in here as well. Oh, that's great. I want to see how many scarab gems we have total now. We have 7 scarabs. Oh yeah, they disabled the Dominican Amber animation, or they just got rid of it, which I think is sad, because I liked the old animation. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, there's various things. I'm really excited to see if we get some of the new dinosaurs, or one of the new dinosaurs at least, the Diplodocus or the Ornitholestes. Speaking of the Ornitholestes, well, I kind of forgot that was even on like a mob that was being added. So I'm thinking that's gonna go in the raptor house I keep talking about. So eventually that building will hopefully have Velociraptor Deinonychus, Psittacipodi, Ornitholestes. Even though yes, Ornitholestes is not a raptor, I'm gonna put it in there because it kind of fits, because technically the Psittacipodi isn't a raptor either. And then Austroraptor. So we'll have a decent amount of dinosaurs in there. That'll be really cool. Well, we'll just chuck these in here. And yeah, that's pretty good. That's awesome. All right, so oh, we'll need to be over here, won't we, for it to stay loaded. See, that wasn't a problem back in the day, because like, yeah, I'd always be working over on this side of the park, so, you know, I wouldn't have the problem of, man, I've really eaten through my dirt supplies recently. I wouldn't have the problem of, you know, trying to keep the lab loaded, because I was always working right next to the lab, but now it's like, oh, I'm working pretty far away from the laboratory. We'll see if it says, oh, okay. Actually, that's one thing I want to mention real quick that I think I forgot to mention in the review. They increased large dinosaur view distance load in. So, I kind of want to see how far away from the brachiosaurs can be now before they won't load in. Because it used to be, we had to be pretty darn close to the exhibit before we could see them. Well, I guess granted, I kind of need to know where they are. But like, look at that, we can see them from here now, and that's so cool. I love that. That's awesome. I missed that being a feature. How? What? How did you? I don't know how it did that. It's not taking damage, so she's gonna stay there until I can come back and take care of her. That's so weird. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, well, since Diplodocus is now in the mod, I think they are going to go in this area now. Yeah, but yeah, the Diplodocus is a bit larger than I kind of was expecting it to be. Like, I knew it was going to be big, but it's actually a good deal bigger than I was expecting. So I kind of need to revamp that exhibit somewhat to give it a bit more space, so that way they can actually live there. So yeah, no, the Diplodocus is not getting added in before the world download. Hopefully we can get it in though, like maybe like by episode 55 or something. I don't know, it kind of just depends how long it takes to like work that area out. And there we loaded in all the Mega Neros. Okay, so that's another thing. So I've kind of narrowed down what will be done by the episode 50 in the world download. So I'm just gonna go over some things that probably won't be done. Basically everything around the bug house and this area here, none of it will be finished. I don't have any plans to finish it before then, especially this path right here, kind of going along the river's edge. I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't really know. I don't really want to plan it out right now, so it's kind of like, yeah, the lab's out of like render distance now. That's a shame. Anyway, like it's a lot of work to kind of figure out how I'm gonna revamp that whole area to kind of get it to work a lot better with what I'm kind of thinking now. So is it raining? No, it's just a shadow. Okay, but like that whole area is just like a complicated kind of mess right now, and I'm not really sure how I'm gonna plan on fixing it at the moment. So for the time being at least, there won't really be anything over on that side of the river. In fact, just kind of expect everything, like except for maybe the Gistornis and you know, the Platybelodon area. Most of this area around the bug house is kind of just going to be empty space for now, just because, well, it's quote unquote the frontier of the park. It's the areas we're expanding into right now, so it's not really like locked down what's going in. Oh, also, now this, if you want to see the work I did really before the update hit, it was this, because I was still wondering, like, again, it wasn't confirmed, but like if we were gonna get the new bug house creatures. As you can see, I started digging into the hill. I'm still probably gonna work on expanding that in my off time. Not necessarily building the new exhibits ahead of time, just because I don't really know what those creatures are gonna be like and what kind of exhibits they kind of need. So I don't really want to build their exhibits yet, but I don't know. I felt kind of like it would be fun to, or not fun, but a good idea, I guess, to just kind of prep a bit and at least prepare the park to expand out that way. Or not the park, the bug house to expand that direction. So speaking of the Gistornis, I guess at least, I don't know, it might have a similar fence style, at least for like the viewing part of the fence, to the Platybelodon. Actually, I might just steal the entire Platybelodon's fence for it. Cause if we run over this way, especially the back fence, which actually technically isn't from the Platybelodon, that's the Adaphosaurus fence, is probably what most of the Gistornis fence is going to be. It's going to be a lot of that Adaphosaurus type fencing, and you know, cause I mean, I like that Adaphosaurus style fencing. It's simple, it's effective. And to be honest, for areas where I don't really want you looking into exhibits, it's so good at like blocking line of sight, because it's like dense fencing, which sounds like such a weird term, and it kind of is a weird term, but it's a bit of a dense fencing kind of thing, and it's just good for blocking line of sight, and I like that, because again, you know me guys, if you can't see the animals, but they're in there, and I know they're in there, I've done a good job. Have I seen the Platybelodons recently? I think I did. I think they were hanging out like right over here. I want to go check. Well, if they were, they're no longer right here. Oh, there's two of them. Where are the others? Oh, there's another one. Okay, they are coming up right by the fences right now. That's cool. You guys are still babies, pretty much. Granted, they're gonna be tiny no matter what, but they're like so small, and I gave them such a massive exhibit. I have to say though, I actually really like it now, especially with how small they are, because again, it really feeds into that thing of I like exhibits where you kind of have to look for the animal. Granted, they were right by the fence this time, but I mean, like that one over there, like from here at least, that one's kind of hard to spot. And like, you know, it's only if you look from a certain small viewpoint you actually can see it. And I love that. I love that with animal exhibits. I think that's just, oh, it's awesome. I've been thinking about a couple of the things to do with the park and like, you know, oh yeah, well that's something I've seen like people I know do. Well, we wouldn't do that for episode 50 because it's only episode 50, but like, you know, like that was, when you get to like an episode 100 mark, people will do like a, you know, like a special building or marker to say we got to like 100 episodes. I might do something like that, we'll see. I'm just kind of like thinking like, what are like big road marks I think would be, you know, awesome if we hit with this series and stuff like that, and how would I like to commemorate them and stuff like that, because, you know, I think that's fun stuff to think about. Granted, you know, we have to hope we get to 100 episodes. I kind of think we will. Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit 100 episodes, not like soon, anytime soon, because you know, we're only on episode 50. But I mean, you know, hello, excuse me, that is very rude of you. Go away. How rude of him. How absolutely atrocious. But like, we've got lots of stuff to do, and I'm still super interested in this world. I cannot wait to see what it kind of happens, which is, I think is funny for me to say. Also, man, well, you want to hear a tip, guys, real quick about like how you can get, did another one get out? I don't know how they keep escaping. Is there like a hole in the glass? Oh. Where is it? It's not tamed, and it's very angry. I'm just getting out of here, I'm getting out of here. Oh my gosh. We're just going to the storage room. Okay. So, where's my sword? I think that's wherever we put everything else. Nope. It's in a chest. It's in the chest where it was killing me. Oh, this is bad. I don't know how are they getting out? I don't understand. Like, I've literally gone over the like dome over and over and over again. We started with like 30 something, and now there's not going to be any because they literally 45, 41. Okay, let's just check and see what we got so far. Nothing new. Okay. I may just let this run in between episodes. But yeah, I was gonna say, bit of a tip, if you're doing if you're building your world like I am, where you do lots of terraforming and building on top of the already existing terrain, an advantage you have is, if you need a lot of dirt, like I do, you can literally just dig out the terrain underneath the terrain you're building as you're building it. Which means you have more terrain. Where's my bow? I do have like, that was weird. I don't know if that like affected the recording at all, but something just kind of popped up on my computer. I'm gonna teleport to the bug house and just kind of see what happens. See if we can get this kid. Oh, I got it. I hate killing them. Like, they're so cool looking, but I have no idea how they're getting out. Literally. There's not a pressure plate in there, so it can't be through the door, I don't think. And, like, I know I had a hole in the roof at one point, but I fixed that. There should not be a physical way they can get out of the exhibit. So, I don't know how they're doing it. I might need to, like, leave almost like a camera account in at some point, just to, like, watch the exhibit and see what they're doing to escape it. I don't know. Man, that's weird. I think I have more dirt in here, though. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have a lot of dirt in here, because this is what I was using to... Or this is what I got from digging out that hill. But, yeah, we're just going to kind of do again what we did last episode, and, well, just kind of fill in a bit of the terrain, and then I'm going to come in between episodes, kind of finish the exhibit off, just because, again, we don't really have a ton of time before the world download, so I'd kind of like to just get Gistornis in. And, you know, so we have like that last little creature we wanted, and after that, you guys will get to have the world, you'll get to enjoy touring it, and I don't know. If you want to TNT the entire world, feel free to. I ain't gonna stop you. Destroy it all, burn it to the ground. I don't know what you people want to do with the world download, in all honesty. I don't know what well, I do know what I would do with the world download, because I have the world download because I am building the world, and I know I'd probably just finish it or fix it. You know, it'd be cool if, like, maybe I should set up like a Discord or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. I was gonna say, it'd be cool, like, with the world download, if you guys, like, built your own custom things in it or something, or built your own version of the world. I don't know, I think it'd be cool to see what you guys create. You know, what kind of stuff you guys come up with. Given the same stuff I was. I do really want to see, though, like the original seed, especially now compared to the rest of this world, just to show you guys, like, kind of how insane this is, how insane this world. Whoops. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Oh, bellissimo. I need to finish lighting this up because more mobs are definitely spawning, and well, I mean, that's obvious, but you know what? You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean. I need to check time. I actually have a math test I have to take pretty soon, I think. Woo! Yes, I do. So we'll probably just kind of finish this last little bit of dirt ring, and then probably we'll hop back to the lab real quick. I keep sinking the exhibits into the ground a bit, but I don't know, it kind of feels like that's kind of naturally how this terrain is going anyway. I could actually kind of drag it up. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening for the final, like, product of the Gistornis exhibit. Although kind of sinking it in does kind of mean that I can, like, lower where the Gistornis is in this area. So, like, you know, the fence itself comes along, maybe like this ridge here, and then just throw in some foliage so you can't really see through the fence on the side, and then I could do that, which gives them, again, a lot of room to live in, but not necessarily a lot of room to see them in. I like that. I really like that. Anyway, yeah, let's go check the lab real quick. I'm hoping for at least one Diplodocus. I mean, I'd like Ornitholestes, but the thing is, it's like, the Ornitholestes probably won't be able to be put in the park for quite a while. Okay. Ornitholestes! Hey, you know what? Not the one I wanted, but that's awesome. I think they look super cool, so I love their texture. Although, they do have a non-feathered texture, and I'm also very interested to see what that looks like. We also have a Pseudopodi. That's awesome, because we're gonna need those. You know what? I think I'm making the executive decision. I've been debating a lot about what the next big build is gonna be. Like, are we gonna do the aquarium? Are we gonna do an aviary? Are we gonna do, like, what was it? Oh, the security lodge and, like, stuff like a hotel, the veterinarian area, the security centers, like all these big projects I want to do. And especially now that Ornitholestes is in the mod, I really think it's going to be the raptor house is going to be the next big project. I don't know when we're going to start that. I think I'd like to start that by episode 60. Episode 60, I think we're going to aim to start the raptor house, which I think you guys will like a lot, because, I mean, that's going to be Velociraptor and Deinonychus, which are two dinosaurs I know people really like. I love them a lot, so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this. Next episode, we'll check up on the DNA. I might get a bit more biofossils, so that way we can analyze a bit more. Hopefully get some more of each, both Diplodocus and Ornitholestes. And yeah, and then we'll get the Gistornis in, and then next episode after that will be, you know, the world download. So how awesome is that? Anyway, thank you again for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed. And until next time, guys, see ya.